On February 4th, students at Woodbury Middle School attended a school-wide assembly. Principal Christine Schaefer, with the help of her staff, has implemented a monthly character assembly that focuses on important character traits. I caught up with Principal Schaefer as well as some students to hear some more. Take a look. Good morning, Barb Brown here at Woodbury Elementary School. We have a school-wide assembly about to take place. It's a character assembly, and I'm here with a few folks. I'll let you introduce yourselves.
I'm Christine Schaefer, the principal here at Woodbury Elementary.
I'm Marty Fridgen, part-time student support and part-time music teacher.
And I'm Carissa Bates, school social worker.
So Christine, character assembly. I know this has been pretty common in your building for how many years now?
This is the third year.
Third year.
Yep.
And so once a month you gather kids together and you go over a particular character trait. Why don't you go ahead? You've got the list of character traits that you've got. Why don't you go ahead and give me a rundown, and then we'll go on what you believe each of those is about and what it means for kids at your school.
Okay. All right. Well, first, our assembly started about 2.5 years ago, so this is our third year. Each year, we select a theme. So as you can see in our T-shirts, our theme this year is Happiness Rocks, Pass It On. We make T-shirts for all the staff, and every student in the building gets a T-shirt. And we wear them every Tuesday. The first Tuesday of every month is our character assembly, where we focus on one character trait, and we do those every year. And we remind kids what they mean. So our character traits are trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. And I'm going to let Marty Fridgen talk a little bit about citizenship, because along with that, we've added some really cool things to the school. So I want Marty to talk about that.
So the first year we started the character assemblies, citizenship was kind of one that kids didn't really know as much about, so we wanted them to really explore what it meant to be part of their community. And they got to see their parents going out to vote and all this kind of thing. So we actually had them vote on a school, we had a mascot. They had to vote on the name of the mascot. And so they got to come down here actually to our room down here, and we had an actual voting booth set up. And then the next year we had a flag. So Woodbury Elementary, I think, is the first elementary school to have their own flag. And it was just debuted last month. And so they've had a real feel of connecting to the community. So citizenship has probably been their most favorite one so far, I would think, because of the involvement they can have with it and exploring what it means to be a true citizen of not only our school, but the community. Oh, Paws, our mascot, comes to every assembly. He's our Wolverine. He also shows up at school events. And that's a big thrill for the kids when they get to see Paws, and he'll give them high fives and all that kind of stuff just to support what we're doing in the school to make that positive climate.
Krista, why don't you talk a little bit about how you see changes in students when we work through character traits and reinforce them in the way that you guys are doing here at Woodbury L?
Well, each month, like Mrs. Schaefer said, we have a different character trait, and then in the classrooms, the classroom teachers reiterate the character traits like trustworthiness. I go into quite a few classrooms and do classroom lessons, and students really know what the character traits are, and they really want to show themselves and their teachers and their classmates around them that they're practicing the character traits. We see it all the time. We see students being caring in the hallways, taking turns, being very polite and just respectful to each other.
Awesome. So student support, you must see a lot of the changes in kids and be able to remind them what these traits mean and how that walks through their regular day. Do you want to comment on that at all, Marty?
Well, that's another great plus and positive of having the character assemblies, and with Carissa going into the classrooms, is we all at Woodbury all have a common language, so the students really know when I say, we need to see respect from you, or their classroom teacher says it, or the paraprofessionals say it. They all have this common language because we've all learned about it together, and that's probably one of the biggest reasons that the kids can connect to us when we're talking to them about student concerns, is they know that common language.
Awesome. Christine, as the leader of the building, just in general, what do you think about what's going on in the building and the impact that it's making on the climate, I guess, at Woodbury Elementary?
Mm-hmm. Well, one of the big reasons we started the assemblies is to work on climate. So we have a positive culture, positive climate for the building. One of the huge things you'll see in the assembly is we focus on recognizing the great things kids are doing. So kids will get recognized for all the specialists, they get recognized for their behavior, and it just sends the sense of, you're doing great things in the building, and let's keep it up, let's be nice to each other, continue doing the great things you're doing. So as we know, kids need positives. And those positives that we do in the assembly, the kids love this. They look forward to it every month, and you'll see what they all have their T-shirts on, and it's very fun. And the staff get into it too. We have the staff do some fun, kind of crazy things during the assembly, and the kids love that. So everybody gets into it, and it's just created a very positive culture.
That's awesome. Well, I think we're about to see a sea of blue in the gym, and I do want to try and connect with a couple of kids that are closely tied to what's going on and talk to them about the support that they've had, especially if they've been continuous over the years. So thank you, ladies. Great day here at Woodbury Elementary. Okay, I've got a couple of fourth graders here getting ready for the assembly. I pulled them out of gym class. Sorry about that, ladies. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us what grade you're in?
My name is Hannah, and I'm in fourth grade. And my favorite part about the assemblies is probably learning about like the new character traits and stuff, and the happy birthday singing, and yeah.
My name is Riley Rosenthal. I'm in fourth grade, and my teacher's name is Miss Thompson. And my favorite thing about the assemblies is getting to get trophies and student of the month and stuff.
So they do a lot of recognition stuff as well as teaching you about a character trait. What did I hear the trait is today that they're going to talk about?
Trustworthiness.
What do you think that means?
I don't really know.
Well, we're going to find out all about that today, aren't we? So what do you think the school does this for? Why do you think it's important to learn character traits like this? Anybody?
So the kids don't really, like, they could be kind of mean and stuff, and then they can learn about it, so they, like, yeah.
Do you have anything to add, Riley?
They do the stuff that they're saying and copy it.
Okay, copy it because that's setting a good example, right? This citizenship, I think that being a citizen in any community, I mean, we're all a citizen of the United States, but you guys are a citizen here at Woodbury Elementary. Do you have any reaction to what you learned about citizenship this year?
Well, I'm not really sure.
Well, are you student council?
Yeah, I am. And then, so we get to do skits, and like we're kind of a little bit like a leader. And in Girl Scouts, it's like the same thing.
There you go. And so being a good citizen and being a leader is also making a difference in your school community, isn't it? Just like all of the teachers and the principal around here, they're being good citizens and they're teaching you what it is to do good things for your school and for your community. Anything else you want to add? Because I think pretty soon these hallways are going to start filling up with a whole lot of kids in shirts just like this. Riley, you got something else you want to say?
No.
All right. Well, let's go check this out and see if Pause shows up today. How about that? Have a good day, ladies. Thank you.